Welcome to the ProsperityRx podcast. This is pharmacist Keith Abel with your prescription for prosperity. This is a podcast where I give you hope. I show you the path toward building a life of peace and prosperity, to build a life that you don't need a vacation from. If you're willing to own up to it, to accept that you do have the power to change your circumstances, and that you're willing to do what it takes, then this podcast is for you. You truly can change your life and start on the true path toward financial peace and prosperity. W. Clement Stone, in his book, The Success System That Never Fails, said, "If you cannot save money, the seed of success is not in you." So let's get on with the show. Hello, Keith Abel here with the ProsperityRx podcast. Today we're going to talk about how your side hustle or second job could supercharge your financial goals. I believe firmly in the financial power of the side hustle. There's a second source of income for nearly everybody out there. For me, I've been creating extra income from side hustles for as long as I can remember. A side hustle could be babysitting or dog walking, teaching, writing, multi-level marketing, or working in a store or cafe. If you're not sure if you have time or the skills to earn a second stream of income, start by asking yourself, if there was something I could do that I really enjoyed for just 4 hours per week to earn extra income, what would that be? 4 hours per week. I'm not suggesting that you work 2 full-time jobs. I want you to have a balanced life. But chances are, however, that you have 4 hours per week that you're not currently using to your full advantage. You know, I've always had a side hustle. In fact, I still do. And despite my packed schedule as a pharmacist and spending as much time as possible with my grandkids, I spend about 4 hours every week blogging and podcasting. I also spend another 4 hours per week working on my marketing business. This could be you, or maybe you're the one who binge watches Netflix, scrolls through Instagram or Facebook, or spends hours waiting for your children at soccer practice. There are many more productive things that you could be doing with those 4 hours per week. What a few hundred extra dollars per month can do. You know, I wanted to share with you guys some stories that I read about on financialfinesses.com's website. That's financialfinesse.com. So these are some stories of what just a few extra, bucks, a few hundred extra bucks per month did for people. So what would a few hundred extra dollars do per month? An extra $200 per month from babysitting is helping one lady that I read about on there pay off her $15,000 in credit card debt in less than 4 years versus the 12 years that it would take if she just paid the minimum requirements. She'll have saved nearly $14,000 in interest payments that way. Another guy that I read about uses his $300 per month income from doing projects on Fiverr to build his down payment savings. He's planning to buy a home in a really expensive city, so he needs a good sum of money to even qualify for a low down payment mortgage. Because of his extra income, he'll be able to build his down payment fund from $18,000 to $25,000 in just 2 years. What could a few $100s extra per month do for you? Does the idea sound intriguing? Well, here's some guidance that I got from that article on Financial Finesse's website. Do something that you enjoy. I read about Mark Dennis, a certified financial planner, that he's an online college professor, teaching an online college about personal finance. And he does that on the side from his certified financial planning business. It's a strong fit for him because it's related to what he does, but it doesn't conflict with his primary job, and he enjoys doing it. He says the additional income is handy as his daughters are about to enter their college years. Another lady that I read about used to moonlight during the Christmas season, nights and weekends at the mall selling jewelry while still working full-time. And she earned a nice commission on gold and diamond sales to help for her Christmas. So you also want to look for flexibility. Another lady that I read about was a part-time security guard when she was younger to furnish her first condo without having to go into debt for it. She chose that because the hours were flexible enough for her to maintain a full-time job, and since she worked nights, she's able to study since she was also going to school at that time. Mark, that certified financial planner I mentioned a moment ago, who's the online professor, he also teaches around his primary work schedule and on vacations. He has even taught classes while he was on a cruise ship. Another thing you want to do is you might want to work for yourself. If you've got kids, or caring for an aging parent, or have some ridiculous commute, part-time self-employment is likely to be a better fit for you. I've got friends who generate extra income from offering nutritional products and clothing and jewelry and household goods. I've been earning a side hustle income from my marketing business since 2012. Recently, I transitioned into the CBD oil based product business and a service business where I market ID theft protection and telemedicine and small business funding and other services. Kelly Long, who's a certified financial planner, was an income diversifier in her early career years. She signed up for babysitting service where parents requested a sitter, and then she would go in on the website and see if there were any gigs that she wanted to do. She said that the pay was good and the parents loved her because as a college student she was an older person, and she even found some regular gigs from those people where she'd go over early in the morning to get the kids ready for school while mom and dad left for work, so they can get to work on time and the kids could get off to school on time. And then she went on to her normal job, from there. Another option is to work for somebody else. If you don't have an entrepreneurial side, don't worry about it. There's plenty of part-time jobs to be had. Another financial planner mentioned in that article said that they worked part-time at a home and garden shows and boat shows and fairs for vendors as lead generators. And if you live in a city like Louisville that has lots of those types of shows, you should be able to find some pretty steady work doing something like that. But you've got to be comfortable talking to a lot of people. Kelly, the person I mentioned earlier, also worked a retail job on several occasions throughout her 20s and 30s. She said her most memorable one was working weekends at a Michael's craft store during the holidays. And in fact, she has a post called the 5 Seasonal Jobs to Earn Extra Money for Holidays. You can find that on the Financial Finesse website as well, and I'll put a link to that article for you below. So experiment with future careers or business ideas. For Mark, his online teaching is likely a gig he can continue on a part-time basis when he's ready to semi-retire. For you, it could be an excellent way to test a business or investment idea. Just make sure it doesn't compete with your current employer. Get paid for your hobby. Kelly, again, also taught fitness for 12 years. Not only did she get paid to work out, but it got her to the gym when she may have not otherwise gone. And it was a free membership since she was teaching there. The experience also bled over into her professional career because she learned to be great at networking. It also helped her with her presentation skills. So maybe you could work part-time after work at a tanning salon for free tans or extra spending money. Experiment with what works until you find a good fit for yourself. Kelly said she also used to be a part-time pet sitter. After trying her hand at dog walking, she switched to cat sitting. There are limited hours that people actually want their dogs walked, so you're limited in income, she said. But by pet sitting, the cat sitting gig was much more palatable and was able to earn a little bit more money from that. The times are more flexible, and she could accept more clients. And like I said, she was able to make more money doing that than she did for just taking a pet for a walk. When part-time work isn't a good idea, there's some periods in life when focusing on income diversification may not be the best fit for you. I can't imagine a new mom working 2 jobs when her daughter was a baby. It's hard enough working one job with maternity leave. Your current job may be more than 40 hours per week commitment, or you may have personal or health challenges that require you to spend some time and attention elsewhere. However, if you've got some time that's not being put to its highest use, consider a 4-hour per week side hustle. Then set a goal for that money. You'll be surprised at how far that takes you. Now's the best time to start taking control of your money. I'm going to be covering many topics to teach and encourage savings and debt freedom. So be sure to subscribe to my blog at ProsperityRx.com or to my podcast on your favorite podcast platform called ProsperityRx, so you can learn how to save money, to make a budget, to pay off your debt, reduce your taxes, and invest for your future. One of the most important steps to getting your finances under control is start with a spending plan. You have to be purposeful and tell every dollar of your money what to do. I've got a free course I'd like to give you called How to Create a Spending Plan. In part 1 of this course, I'll walk you through what a spending plan is and how to set it up. And in part 2, we actually set up an actual sample spending plan so you can see how it's done. So just visit spendingplanclass.com to register for the free course. It's spendingplanclass.com. Also, if you want to learn more about how to create extra income by starting a home business like I've done, a business that requires no startup capital, no pyramid that requires a monthly auto shipment that costs you money every single month instead of creating money, and no selling of lotions and potions or pills or that quick magic diet aid that you see all over social media that melts away inches in minutes, and other such scam products. Visit aimhighforsuccess.com. AIM, AIM, HIGHFORSUCCESS.com. aimhighforsuccess.com. And start today.